registered class teacher, was also my EMS teacher, economic and management sciences teacher. Yeah. I remember just opening up my notebook and writing a few.
What is going on, everyone, and welcome to the live and to my YouTube channel. Today I'm with a phenomenal man, phenomenal entrepreneur, Dennis, but he's really a menace in business. So yeah, I don't want to take his spotlight. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself, to tell you guys what it's all about, because if I'm to start, I'll be like, nah, I'm trying to, I'll even miss a lot of things. So I'm just going to allow him to go in depth.
In depth?
Yeah, no, not in depth. A brief, something brief. Okay. And then you can, if you don't want to mention some of the business you're doing, you don't have to, but feel free, welcome.
I'll just mention some key stuff. As you said, my name is Dennis, a reliable business menace, creative entrepreneur, and just a multidisciplinary creative. If it's not about business, then you're not picking up the phone.
Okay.
That's just it.
The money talks. The money talks.
Yeah.
There's a lot of. I actually want you to talk about one of your businesses that really touched me, the HC business. If you don't mind, please just like 15 seconds or 20 seconds, please just let the people know what HC is all about.
Simple elevator pitch. HC is a crowdfunding platform for African startup founders, innovative, sustainable, and impact-driven startups. We match them with investors and backers and try to get funding for all these brilliant ideas in Africa.
Okay. I'm going to I want to hear from your entrepreneurial journey. When did you actually start this side? Okay.
Entrepreneurship as a whole.
As a whole.
It starts in grade 7.
Okay.
I was in grade 7. My registered class teacher was also my EMS teacher, economic and management sciences teacher. Yeah. I remember just opening up my notebook and writing a few words, like the name of a company, which I can't mention now.
Okay.
But yeah, I went back home, opened up my laptop, and then literally typed the whole pitch deck.
Okay.
I was grade 7. I was 13 years old. I was young. I wrote the whole pitch deck for this company, and I think that's what gave me the boost. And then now a couple of years later, here I am, businessman, self-made, and yeah, still working on the vision.
Hey, that's really amazing, because a lot of people, they don't actually go deep in depth on when they started, but having a clear memory, it goes a long way. It shows that you've got a lot of lessons that you've learned, things that you've experienced. If you don't mind sharing, what are three lessons about entrepreneurship that you've learned that would say have been instilled in you over this period of time that you've been working?
Actually, I'm a person who has pride in my own work. I'm a lone wolf of sorts. We like to do things on my own, and as much as I don't believe I know everything, but I feel like only I can execute everything. But this year was kind of a learning curve where I had to sit back and actually analyze and hear what the outside world is saying and hear what people are saying and try to put it into my own craft as a businessman. Okay. The one key lesson that I learned this year, right, is don't do it on your own. Don't try and do it on your own. If you have people, if you know people that can help you in some department that you need help with, approach those people, let them help you. Because we could get like a contract where I can't do this, but I know you can do it. Yeah. So why not call you to do it? And then when you have something that you can't do, call me and do it. And it's a whole interconnected team link. And also, second lesson was start. Don't wait for the opportunity to come to you. First opportunity. Don't wait for something to happen before you start something. You gotta start now, otherwise you're just gonna wait 10 years later, and then you won't have nothing. You'll still be sitting at the same place, saying, I'm gonna start soon.
Okay.
Third lesson is go all in. Be prepared to go all in. Otherwise, if you don't go all in, man, who else is gonna believe in your vision the same way that you believe in the vision? Nobody else. It's only you. Sure. Put all in, bro. Blood, sweat, and tears. All in. You will reap the benefits later.
And bro, you mentioned 3 things that's of which, okay, I've learned these things over time.
Yeah.
What you mentioned about pride, okay, I look at it in 2 ways. have pride within your work. When you've got pride in your work, you're gonna put all in. You won't even
Actually, the best quality, bro.
make sure you want it to be excellent every time.
Every time.
I feel like a lot of people, they don't have enough pride or they don't put enough value because they feel like they've already got this failing mindset. They're looking at, okay, it's gonna fail. They've got,
Yeah.
they don't believe the vision, as you said,
As much as they need.
as you need to actually believe the vision.
Right.
So that's another thing that it kills a lot of entrepreneurs early. I was telling you earlier on that I've got over 7 to 10 companies that I've started, bro.
Phenomenal.
But I know that right now I'm not doing them, but I know that one day I've got a vision for all of them.
Have a vision.
It's important.
Vision.
Yes, it's really necessary. The second aspect that you talked about was, if I'm not mistaken, putting on the work.
Yeah.
Okay.
All in.
Don't give halves to the halves. Like, this is something that I learned from rugby. My rugby coach used to tell me, if you don't feel like coming to training, don't come. I don't want this.
Exactly.
I don't want this behavior whereby you come for training and then you know that
later.
later.
Exactly. You're just there lazing around.
Exactly.
Nah.
So if with life is actually gonna teach you. This is a thing that if you don't learn now, you're gonna learn the painful way. If you don't put your all into something that you're trying to do, if you don't pour your heart out, bro, sis, whoever's watching this,
Put all in.
please,
Go all in.
please go
Go all in. I read somewhere where they said the biggest regret is not what we did, but what we didn't do. Nothing hits you harder than what you didn't do. Sitting around at night on your own, just thinking about, I could have done this.
And it's not really, because there's nothing about the missed opportunities that you could have. And I feel like a lot of people, you'll be having regrets because you now see someone else who did that thing,
The same thing that you had.
and they didn't doubt. They went and actually implemented it. So that's the third point you mentioned was implementation. A lot of people, they want to have a perfect plan. All right, there's nothing wrong with having a plan, a perfect plan.
It's all good, but
The planning phase literally is where majority of more of my dreams died. There's a business that I wanted to start here in like grade 6, grade 7.
foundations.
Yeah, as you see, we've been at this. It's for people that think, okay, this guy is, what do you know? No, this is things that we've learned
Over the years.
Over the
Refining.
exactly.
As we grow.
And we're not stingy people, so we're giving it to you. So please take notes. For those of you watching, actually get a notebook and write. Because
Get a look.
you need that. Because a lot of you don't read books. A lot of you, the information that you watch, it doesn't feed towards your vision.
Literally just doom scrolling your whole life away.
Exactly. Of which, for me myself, people think, okay, Nyasha go to TikTok. If I show you my screen time for TikTok, last week it was 34 minutes.
34.
The whole week.
Yeah.
7 days. I'll literally just go on here, post, I'm out. Post,
Just
I'm out.
literally just that.
Comment, I'm out. Because literally when you look at the life that you create, the life that you want to live. We've become accustomed to an entitlement thing. And I've noticed it in business. A lot of people don't go into business with entitlement. You'll be disappointed over
You know, you're gonna
and
be
over again.
disappointed.
Have you ever experienced, let's say, an entitlement issue? With
all the time?
Okay, you might mention it. Okay, you don't have to like just like a scenario of what you saw and how it messed up.
It's this thing of I deserve this, alright, but you don't have a value to show for it. So you end up saying you deserve this, you oversell yourself, or when it comes to execution, that's when now you actually fail. You fall short of what you promised, and then you usually fail, and that ruins your reputation. You can't go back from that.
I like the word that you said, value.
But
One thing I've seen, the reason why I don't have $1 million right now is because I don't have the value of $1 million. When I have the value of $1 million, $1 million will be coming in each and every day. So that's what people don't understand.
That's true.
what we've been doing, although it's hard, it's been learning to provide value. You've got one of your businesses that I've seen that I like, Creative Intro.
Yes, sir.
You provide value for musicians. You provide value for creators,
brands, all kinds.
everything. And if you were someone that was entitled, you would have that. And I'm sure there's some work that you even do for free.
Yeah, a lot of work for free. I'm not scared to actually give value.
That's
Earn the value as well.
And if you were someone that was entitled, you're gonna be like, I need the money first before I do anything. But
Yeah.
how many opportunities has that close to you? I'm telling you, that company is gonna blow, bro. Because the work that this guy does, take a minute just to go and search Creative Intro
.io. That's who we are.
you will see how phenomenal it is. And when you see him telling you that he actually goes and does things for free, let me tell you, I don't want to seem like a flex, but the days whereby I would go to the guy's company, I won't mention his name because he's a big figure, and I was working for free, bro.
For free, just providing value.
Nothing. But whilst working for him for free, I got advice. I got
skills.
inside skills. I saw how he was running his business. Now I'm like, oh, okay. Now when I've got my business, I do this. So actually come and tell me. It's like a reason why a lot of people haven't made it is because they don't wanna. No one has ever asked them to be mentored. We don't wanna learn. We don't wanna seem stupid. That's one thing I've seen. You got a point. You can speak. Sorry, I've been speaking for so long. Go ahead, bro.
Two things in terms of value. I like that you mentioned Creative Intro, right? Our biggest client today, right? We're not getting money from the client. You might think that's a bad thing, right? But look at it this way. Ever since we got this client to be the media partner now, it has unlocked more opportunities for us in the long run, paid opportunities. The work that we're doing for them is free, but the work that we got from this one free thing was just multiplied into something.
Doors opened.
Doors open, bro. Literally just me providing value to them and them providing the value of a network, a value of reach. A lot of value is non-monetary, bro. A lot of people think value is money. Value is not money, bro. If we're sitting together and you have intellectual value, I have some value I can give you. Let it butter. That's buttering, right? The exchanging of values, information sharing, knowledge sharing.
And you might find that you have monetary value, I might have intellectual value. When you come together, it's going to exchange.
And it's literally becomes monetary value and intellectual value combined. And it just culminates into something more.
Bro, it's really something that people need to. You need to change the way that you actually think.
Perspective.
Don't be entitled. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve. Where you're at, that's what you deserve.
It's the way you act and what you give, that's what you deserve. Literally.
Exactly. I've seen a lot of, people say, okay, what about the people that work hard and all? Let me tell you something. I believe if you try something and it doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that it's not a good idea.
Just means not the right time for it.
Right time and the right. There's a different way to do things, and I don't believe. That's what I told you. I don't believe in failure. I believe in if this thing fails, what have I learned? What steps have I learned?
What's the lesson learned?
Exactly. And a lot of people they're now looking at things as in failure. Sorry,
it's not failure.
Yeah,
it's not failure. I remember I used to think of this phrase wins and losses until quite recently. I saw a different way to approach it. Wins and lessons. It's not wins and losses, it's wins and lessons, because what can you learn from those losses? And also, do your losses break you or define who you are? Exactly. Literally, it's just wins and lessons. So everything is a learning. It's either you win or you learn from what you didn't win. And that's how you grow.
So, to young entrepreneur watching this, ma'am, sir, there is no failure. Failure doesn't exist. It depends on what are you learning. And be willing to lose, because I've never seen someone who's except the lucky kind of people. They were successful on the first try. But from most case studies that I've done, it's a minimum of about 8 to 10 years of hard work and consistency. And for about 6 years, 7 years, these people wouldn't have seen no result. And they're still pushing, bro. each and every day. The problem is that I like that we go back to the vision. If your why is so strong, how doesn't matter. You will literally try different routes until you get there.
And that's what the book said. Start with why.
Start with why. Okay, I'm going to ask my brother here to just give us a brief summary for those of you that don't read.
Start with why.
Start with why.
When I started reading this book, man, I always thought of this thing of how you define what you do and what you are as. Start with what, how, and why you do it.
Okay.
Right. So basically saying, what am I? I'm an entrepreneur. How do I do it? I open up businesses. Why do I do it? I love being in business. But that's shallow. It doesn't really tell your vision as a person, right? Starting with why allows you to actually see your vision. Why do you do what you've done? What you're doing? Do you want to do it for your family in the future? Do you want to build a legacy? Do you want to do it for your kids? Do you want to drive a nice Lamborghini or whatever car? Your why is going to define what you do and how you do it. So starting with why allows you to know how you're going to execute that vision and also what you're going to give to actually execute that vision. And yeah, that is the book. Start with why. It's a leadership masterclass, business masterclass, personal masterclass. Every aspect of life, you need to start with why and then end up with what.
What? Okay. By you mean what do you mean? Like you need to end up with what? By what do you mean?
What is the last point that you think about? So the why is your vision, why you do it. The how is how you execute it. What is the actionable steps you do every day?
Okay.
But remember, when you usually people think of a vision, of a goal, they think of steps first and the vision later. But really, without the vision, there's no steps. So why not start with the vision first and then break it down into steps?
Okay.
Every single, like
it's going to make sense. It's like with my mentor. He told me that when you're doing goal setting, these are things that I'm putting on. Some of these things I shouldn't even be saying.
Free game.
Free game, bro. Because these are things that I'm actually practicing myself. It's not like I'm perfect at them, but I'm trying to become perfect at them.
Learning every day.
It's like you have a 10-year plan. From your 10-year plan, you break it down into 5 years. From your 5 years, you break it down into a year. From a year, you break it down into quarters.
Outside to the thing.
Okay, so if your goal is to become a millionaire, that's why you're saying is why you want to become a millionaire. It's going to determine how. Now you've got goals. Now you know how you're going to work. Okay, so with those goals that you've set them in a smart way. What do you mean smart? This is specific, measurable, achievable. Okay, people say dream high. Yes, dream high. But one thing I've seen is that when you accumulate wins, teach yourself to accumulate wins. So this is why I set goals each and every day that I try and keep, because as soon as I wake up at 4, first win. I do my prayer, my meditation, second win. By the time
small milestones.
Exactly. By the time it's 8 a.m., 9 a.m. and you guys are waking up,
you achieved.
I've already got about 7 to 8 wins in a day. So those are things
start to the morning already.
Exactly. So now we're looking at habits. I like
the importance of habits.
Yeah. What are certain what would you say are the habits that make people successful?
Exactly as you say. Waking up early and having a routine for yourself. What do you do in the morning determines how the rest of your morning is going to go. Right? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? Do you meditate, clear your mind? Do you set your goals for the day? What do you do? Those are your daily habits that shape who you are. As a successful person, you need to think of how you're going to wake up in that future. Are you going to wake up as a person who's just going to wake up at 11 p.m. these days, 11 a.m. and then what?
11 p.m. Yeah, we don't go.
Oh, bro. Open up TikTok, things throw your life away, or you're going to wake up, have like your whole shower, your bath, your cold plunges, go to the gym, jog, and write up, meditate, whatever. How you start your morning is going to determine how the rest of your days flows. And how you start it, like those little actionable steps, they should put you in a position where repeating them over and over again sets you up for success in the future. That's the thing about habits for myself.
Yo, I like something that you said. You said that a lot of people, I don't know if I'm gonna say correctly, but you're like, a lot of people they want the way that they want to be when they're successful. They've got an image of that, but they don't act like that. Which is why I believe that you don't have to have $1 million. $1 million is a result of who you are as a person. I believe that, how should I say this? Like, character is more important. So the sooner that you start working on your character and developing the right habits, start trying to become an effective person, a person that provides value, you'll find that life around you become easier and certain things will just fall away. Money will start coming easier to you. When you go to effective habits, bro, like the reason why I wasn't seeing money, even with how hard I was working, was because of bad habits.
Bad habits.
Bad habits, the same as when they say good habits accumulate, bad habits also accumulate. If you're going to think about, okay, when I have money, I'm going to be partying, drinking. The first thing that you do when you get money, you're going to buy a bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's never going to be something that, because in your mind, that's what money looks like to you. That's what success looks like to you. It looks like you blowing money. Yeah. But when I changed this mindset, like literally, like I realized that okay, when I have money, when I get money, when I have money, I want to become an investor. So why don't I start
investing? First thing you think about gaining your money is investing.
Investing, because that's someone that I want to become. I'm calling myself an investor in the future, but what am I doing to become an investor? Am I gonna be buying booze every weekend? What kind of investor does that?
How about instead of buying booze, you actually buy shares in a brewing company?
That is crazy.
That's the thinking.
Game. We are giving these people free game. I think like, what's the time? Because I feel like we shouldn't give you guys too much game. How many minutes has it been?
Usually what, 45?
11:45 for out of here. Cause I feel like some of this game, you guys will take it for granted. You'll be like, okay, these guys think they're better, what not? No, these are things that
we practice in our daily lives. Thinking about where I started, about 2023, I was first year university.
Yeah.
I used to be the person that wakes up at 10 a.m., bro, and just spend the whole day doing nothing. Just go to a lecture, even skip some lectures, and then come back to my room and just do nothing. It felt so unproductive. At some point, it was depressing.
It is, bro.
And I remember posting lots of status back then. I said, I wish for a life where I'm going to be productive, where I live my life on a schedule.
Okay.
It's not 2025. Literally, I write a weekly schedule like a week before for what I'm gonna do, and every single day, literally just waking up, executing different things in the day, bro. Haven't been the most happiest. I'm the most happiest I've been. I'm the most productive I've been, and it's just literally shaping those steps to the future.
So you catch up, you can see. It's like a girl asked me, so what do you do for fun? I'm like, this is fun. Like, bro, this is life. Okay. Yeah. Don't look at it. The problem is you're looking at it as work. No, this is the thing. It shouldn't be work. It should be part of who you are. Like, yo, okay, continue. Sorry.
Should I just never add on to that?
Yeah.
Actually, I get that question most of the time. What do you do for fun? And I don't even know where to begin, bro. Because I'm thinking, what do I do? Do I create businesses for fun? do I
go to the gym for fun?
Do I go run for fun? Do I play tennis for fun? Do I shoot videos for fun? Do I edit for fun? I just think all the things that I do, and literally how I enjoy what I do, bro. I like the way that I work now, not viewing things as work. Because when it becomes work, that's when it becomes literally a
tax.
Oh man, I gotta wake up, I gotta do this.
Nah. And once you get there, you're finished. It's child.
It's just something that you have to do.
Yeah.
We don't like that as humans, bro. As humans, you want to do something that you like doing.
The human mind likes comfortability.
Comfortability. I remember this one guy, man, I was at a networking event on campus, and this one guy, he's in his 80s or something. He said, there's two things in life, bro. One, things that give you energy, things that deplete your energy. Spend your life doing things that give you energy, bro. And once you feel that the work that you do, the things that give you energy, you're gonna wake up and want to do it.
Because when you realize this thing about energy, people say, okay, I like the word energy. Energy is always in motion.
Yeah.
So if it's not coming into me, it's going away from me. So literally, another great question I want to ask you. Someone asked me this. How do you stay consistent?
Yeah, it's discipline.
How do you stay disciplined? We're gonna continue going deep until you give us something. The last golden nugget, and then it's tired. It's over. It's over.
How do I stay disciplined?
How do you stay disciplined? Even like on the days where you feel okay, I don't, not days where you feel like quitting, the days where you feel just like.
I think for me it's always the vision. I always think about that vision that I have in my mind, and that kind of gets me up in the morning going. Because I could be laying in bed depressed and thinking, "Gosh, man, this is too tiring." Then I wake up and I think, bro, if I see a life for myself, bro, driving in Aston Martin to a business meeting, bro, why am I still in bed? Why am I still in bed depressed, bro? Why shouldn't I be out there working towards the goal, bro?
Because no one is gonna come and give it to you.
No one's gonna give me Aston Martin for free, bro. I have to pay out of my own pockets.
Which is a good thing. You see, gentlemen, ladies, this is a man that is not entitled. He doesn't have a sense of entitlement because he knows that no one is coming to give him anything. So don't have this thing of, I think that the universe should give you. Why? What have you done? What value have you given? These are things that you need to ask yourself each and every day when you wake up. All right, I'm looking for money. Why do you need money? Why do you deserve money? What value have you provided? So, to anyone who's saying, how do I start entrepreneurship? What would you advise them?
Look for something that people want.
Okay.
That's just that. Look for something that people want. Because if people want something, that's demand. You supply it, money.
Supply and demand, economics. For those like
Simple economics.
those of you who didn't do economics, now we're telling you supply and demand. Go watch videos on that. No, we can't give you everything for free now. Then someone had to cook. No, but we're still live. But we're just, you know what we're gonna do? I'm just gonna cut, and then we come back, and then we wrap it up properly. But all right, it's been a pleasure having you here, bro. Cause not only did I gain insight, but I can see that it makes sense. I'm not the only one. There are times I feel like, damn, am I the only one who sees like this, who thinks like this?
Yeah,
it's hard to get people who've got the same energy, who know where they're going. A lot of people these days, sorry guys, don't attack me, but a lot of you, my brothers and sisters, you feel so entitled. You feel like, okay, life should be nice.
Yeah.
You have to make your life nice. Enjoy your life. Build a routine around what you're doing. But with that said and done, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please, all the things. And please do say your handles. What are your handles? Your Instagram handles, anything that you want out there for people to go follow.
All of them. I professionally follow my Instagram page, Dennis Ngwane, and follow my company, Creative Intros, at creativeintro.io across IG and TikTok as well. And follow HC_. That is the crowdfunding platform for any entrepreneur, any investor who wants to put their money into young entrepreneurs. Like
If you feel like you
follow that. And follow the Seed Talk as well for more inspiring insights and talks with entrepreneurs, investors, each and every person in my network that I can give value to you as a person.
For each seed, if you feel like, all right, I've got a dream, I've got a vision, and I don't have money, look at that. Because he's really putting you on for free. But you need to have a solid plan. You're not just gonna get money because you think that I've got a business one. Have a
bit of a plan in motion, strategy.
Exactly. But thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed evening and stay blessed.
Shut up.